a RottenDog WPC 089 PowerDriver board attached on my bench with my WPC DMD test ROM. And one problem right away is that solenoid 5 driven by Q64 is locked on, and with the test ROM nothing should be locked on. So let's go into test, because the client had reported a few other coils never fire, like for the supercharger, and this is for a getaway, of course. So let me make this test run. And if the client's observation is due to the board, then we should see a coil circuit fail, and none of them failed. So let me go over to flasher test, doing lamps and flashers at the same time, and all the flasher circuits are working correctly, as are the lamp circuits. So let me back out, and I want to show you one more thing about this board before I go investigate it. Is general illumination. General illumination never fails, but I can tell right now this is going to fail. The blue circuit, you can see it's always on. Now most people will go and say, well, maybe not most people, some people anyway, will indict the triac, one of these 5 triacs, which is responsible for the dimming of the GI. But that is not going to be the case. I will bet anybody a cup of coffee these triacs never fail. It's a BT138E is normal. It's probably going to be one of these 2N5401 transistors, but we will see. Sometimes I just start on the wrong end of the problem. So I tracked the drive of transistor Q11 from U1. It's not shown on this diagram, but it was working perfectly. And I thought, well, I'm going to have to eat my hat. Probably is a triac. So I come over here and I'm looking at this triac, and I'm dreading replacing it, because you can see those things are pop riveted on this RottenDog board. And I flip it over and I see this. Super nice. I love the creak of a RottenDog board. And here we are back. I have replaced Q64, that gold stripe I put on the top of every part, or every transistor or FET that I replace. So let's get into test. And get to solenoid test. And we're just looking for the 5th one to fire. We know that the rest of them are working just fine. But let's watch them anyway. Back out real quick and do flashers and lamps at the same time. There's the flashers and the lamps. Those are all working. And now we come back to general illumination. Hey, that looks much better. The blue one is going to dim as it should now that I've removed that solder bridge. Let's see what else about this board. It uses this replacement for the venerable LM323K voltage regulator. This is a buck converter. It's a PTR 0808 or something like that. They're hard to find now due to supply chain issues from China, I guess. And that's it. This one is good to go. Thanks for sending it.